Hey there, everybody. Today we're going to talk about time and how marketing sometimes feels like it needs to take so much time. My name is Melissa. I am the host of In the Nitty-Gritty podcast, and I'm a business coach where I help my clients go from chaos to clarity through consistent action. That is my favorite word, consistency, because it has rippled in my business, my relationships, my kids, family, all the aspects of my life, and I'm a huge fan of being consistent. And the one thing I want to talk about today is your time marketing. I recently asked my audience what is their biggest struggle with marketing, and they said time, the time to do it. And when you dig a little deeper, I think people are overwhelmed with the perception of having to do it all. And I am going to share with you one thing that I did in my business to take my business to the next level. 5 years ago, literally 5 years ago this month, my husband walked in the door and wanted a divorce. We had 5 small kids at the time. They were ages 12 down to 2. I had a musical theater degree, y'all. I was teaching dance out of my basement here in the house. And I had a side hustle that provided some grocery money and car payment and a little sanity for me. And I needed to decide then if my business was going to work for me. So I already had my business for about 4.5 years at the time. And I needed to decide quickly if I was going to make it work or if I was going to go get a real job. So I dove in to making my business work for me. And the one thing that I was taught that I applied to my business right away within the first week of him walking out was I started a blog. I'm a dance teacher. I had no idea what a blog really was other than like we should be sharing and creating community. So I did a really short blog that you could literally read while you're going to the bathroom because that's kind of how I am. I just want a quick win. So I did that. And there's multiple reasons why doing that, but the biggest reason is you can take that blog, it lives on your website, and then you're emailing it to your past and current clients. And I knew enough that my past clients were more valuable to me because they would cost less in getting a new client, okay? So your past clients and your current clients are super valuable to you, even if they're not, even the past clients, even though they're not buying from you right now, it's easier because there's still a warm market. So I knew enough that I knew that if I kept, engaging with them or they saw me that maybe it would ripple back to me later on. So that's what I did is I took that blog, which lived on my website, and I emailed it to my past and current clients. Now, did I do it once a month? Did I do it every other month? I did it every other weekend when the kids were at their dad's. And the reason I did that is because at first I needed to, I grow my business, but I had the time then because anybody who's gone through a loss, I needed something to keep my mind from it. So I was busy with that and I enjoyed it. And I did it every other weekend because it worked in my schedule. It was blocked off. And I still do that blog every other week. And you guys, I learned about a year after doing it that when I press send, every time I got business. And it's still that way. It's kind of a fun game. I hit publish and just kind of watch the clock because it's usually within 5 minutes, there's a sale. It is so fun. So I did that one action that super compounded my business. Okay, I grew my business over 20% consistently every year since. Now, that's part one, is that email list. If you don't have an email list, you need to start one, okay? You need to gather your names of current clients, past clients, and nurture them consistently with your blog, with your newsletter, with your email. All interchanged, same word, same thing, okay? That's what I do, and I highly recommend it. Part B of that job is to then take sections of that newsletter and post it to one platform. Only one, y'all. And I want you to be intentional about it. I want you to ask your clients or learn from your clients where they hang out. For me, it was, they found me on Google, they found me on word of mouth, and then they found me on Facebook. So that is where I focused my social media efforts, was Facebook. So I took pieces of that blog and posted it at 6 a.m. every day. Did I have a scheduler? No, there's like social media schedulers now. But I was so overwhelmed with all the other stuff going on in my life, and maybe you can relate. You're doing kids, you're dealing with partners or exes, you have your business to run, you have just life to manage. And the thought of learning a software at that time in my life, it just wasn't a go right now. So I did it myself, and I did the blog and I did the posting. I did it every day at 6 a.m. and I was consistent. It wasn't always the prettiest graphic. Pretty sure there was a typo in it, because if it's coming from me, there's always a typo. It's kind of my joke now. And I was consistent, and that's all I was consistent. I kept showing up. And I recently had a marketing friend say, Melissa, you are so good at marketing because you're consistent. And that's all marketing is consistent. With some tweaks and other stuff thrown in, but consistency is huge. And that is what I preach, is being consistent. So if you are struggling and feeling overwhelmed of like, I need to post here and do this and do that, no, you don't. And I don't recommend it. For my clients, I genuinely want them to be consistent in one area of marketing. And my number one choice is your newsletter/blog, because there's ripple effect with that one aspect. So grab your email list, start creating a blog, and that will live on your website. And you're going to talk about, you're going to inspire, you're going to educate, you're going to have a how-to, or did you know, or in this industry, you're going to share with your people. And then you're going to take those nuggets after a while and then apply them to your one platform, social media platform. Do that consistently for 3 months, and then revisit and tweak and maybe add another platform. Do I do my social media now? Do I do my blog now? No. I have an awesome team, and it's such a great thing, but I did not start there, you guys. I had 5 young kids, 12 down to 2. I was a single mom going through an ugly divorce. I don't share the ugly with you guys. It would just bring everybody down, but it was not pretty. And time and money were so scarce. So I needed to be resourceful. And the one thing I did was that newsletter and blog so that I could grow my business. I highly recommend it for you. If you need help and want a little bit more coaching and diving into the how-tos and what you should do to make it most effective for you, I would love to mentor and coach you. We have Level Up starting in October, a new session. DM me. We can do a 1-hour strategy session too and get something nailed down for you to help you grow your business. It doesn't need to take a ton of time, everybody. You can do this super succinctly, hour, 60 minutes, 90 minutes every other week. It doesn't take a lot of time, but you have to be consistent. All right, guys, have a great week. We'll be back here next week. Peace out. Bye-bye.